New for you at noon, a story causing a lot of controversy in the North Dakota legislature. A leader of the Bismarck Muslim Community House was asked not to lead the North Dakota House in prayer earlier this week. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us this Friday. I'm Kyle Bosch. The incident happened a couple of days ago on Ash Wednesday. Now, the Speaker of the House says some members felt it was more appropriate to have Dr. Nadim Koliat lead the House in prayer at a later date. However, a Facebook post from earlier in the week calls into question the reason for Koliat being asked to change days. The post, which has since been removed from the North Dakota District 24 Republicans page, said in part that Koliat leading the prayer was, quote, political correctness at its worst, and that Muslims use their religion to, quote, justification for the slaughter of anybody not Muslim the world over. Now, after being asked not to pray in the House, Koliat did lead the North Dakota Senate in prayer on Wednesday. We will have much more on this story coming up tonight on Valley News Live and on 6:30 Point of View. Also new for you at noon, a bill that would eliminate sobriety checkpoints in North Dakota will not be moving forward. The North Dakota House struck down the bill by a vote of 59 to 34. Supporters argued there are better ways to prevent drunk driving than stopping people at random. Opponents of the checkpoint ban say they are an effective tool for keeping drunk drivers off the road. Well, boy, does it feel a lot warmer outside today. 40 degrees warmer than yesterday in some parts of the valley. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn for a first look at our Friday afternoon forecast.
Yeah, it is mild out there. Get out there and enjoy it as temperatures will be dropping as we head through this afternoon. Cold front making its way on through, ushering in once again some more winter-like air. Right now, a mixture of teens, 20s, and 30s. 34 down in Sisseton, 30 in Jamestown, 27 here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, 19 Bemidji, Thief River Falls, and Roseau. You factor in some winds, and these winds are shifting from the south to the north as we go through the afternoon today. Single digits for wind chills in Devil's Lake, Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, and Bemidji. 15 degrees, the current wind chill here in Fargo. We do have a little bit of snow flurry and snow shower activity, and we'll see that as we head through this afternoon and this evening. Don't look for much in the way of accumulations, but it could add a slick spot or two on top of the ones that already exist across the area. Going to show you the first 2 days of that 7-day forecast. Today, in the 20s, we're there, and we'll see temperatures steady to slowly falling. Tomorrow, 4, and that's probably going to be early in the day with temperatures falling throughout the day. Incredibly cold Saturday night and Sunday. How cold do we get? We'll let you know in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert, we'll see you then. Just a little break, it looks like.
Yep.
An 18-year-old man is facing federal charges in the overdose deaths of 2 people in the Grand Forks area. KFGO News reports that Kane Schwant pleaded not guilty yesterday to conspiracy to possess with intent to deliver controlled substances, resulting in serious bodily injury and death. He was arrested in connection to several recent overdose cases involving powdered fentanyl, a powerful synthetic morphine. Well, Friday means it's time to get a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say that Christopher Wilkins Sr. is wanted for conspiracy to commit theft of property. That's a picture up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information. The Downtown Community Partnership got a look this morning at some ideas that Fargo planners and engineers are developing for part of NP Avenue. The stretch of NP being talked about is between University and 10th Street. The idea calls for 2 lanes of traffic in one direction and 1 lane with a bike path in the other. Parking would be allowed on both sides of the street. The City Commission is scheduled to review the plan a week from Monday. Well, it's quickly become one of the area's most popular craft events, and it is back in Fargo this weekend. 70 vendors will be taking up all 3 floors of the Plains Art Museum in downtown Fargo for the 5th annual Unglued Craft Fest. Things kick off tonight with a gala event. Tickets to that are $20, but that includes an alcoholic beverage and fewer shoppers. You also get your first pick of the goods. Tomorrow is the free day. That includes workshops for adults and kids.
So it's just a weekend full of inspiration and creativity and a time to support local and regional makers making awesome modern handmade products.
For a lot more on the Unglued Craft Fest, you can head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and visit the Valley Today page. Today is the final push to get teams registered for the Habitat for Humanity's biggest fundraiser in the Valley, the Tour Day Habitat. It's a stationary bike race that goes towards building homes for families in Cass and Clay counties. Teams of 6 will race to see who can log the farthest distance on their stationary bikes Every person pedals for 10-minute intervals. The event is at Courts Plus on Saturday, March 7th. It all starts at noon. Teams raise money leading up to the event. More than $14,000 was raised last year. This year's goal is to bring in $50,000. All of that money, of course, goes to help build affordable housing for families in need. Today's the final day to get signed up, and we have a link on how to do it under the hot button at valleynewslive.com.